Be informed. Be guided. Be inspired. As Hector Macalalag Leadership Channel proudly presents review sessions for Principal Swain and DMT.
A blessed day to all of you. Isang mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat. Medyo matagal-tagal din akong nag-upload ng aking video about National Qualifying Examination for School Heads or otherwise known as the Principal's Test. So itong mga review ko po ay mga content talaga based doon sa mga domains and strands ng Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. Ngayong araw na ito, tatalakayin natin ay ang Basic Education Performance Indicators. So ito ay isa sa mga basic knowledge dapat sa mga school heads. Dapat alam nilang lahat ang pasikot-sikot ng mga Basic Education Performance Indicators. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Hector Macalalag, PhD CSE. Kararating lang ng approval ng SES Board Resolution for my SESO 6, but dahil natapos na itong PowerPoint, saka ko pa naalala kasi sa susunod ko na lang gagamitin yung appropriate title, but title I doesn't mind title anyway. Isinusulat ko lang kasi pinaghirapan ko po yan. Magsisimula tayo about indicator, yung definition. Accordingly, an indicator is a tool used to report the status of the educational system to the community, the whole country, and the global community. So ito pong indicator ay isa tong tool na it is designed to report the status of the educational system to the whole world. In short, hindi lamang sa local kundi global. Kasi napapanood yan. Yung website halimbawa ng isang paaralan o isang division, isang region, and the DepEd website as a whole. Napapanood yan sa buong mundo kasi internet can be accessed anywhere. It also measures how far or how close one is from an objective being set. Kasi mayroon tayong objective na sinet, so dapat alam natin how close, and it is usually on a numerical value. Kaya nga may mga rate tayo, di ba? Different rates. Kasi kailangan ma-measure natin of what is the standard. So, may standard na sinet para sa atin. Then kung ito yun lang yung nakuha natin, alam natin kung saan tayo lulugar at kung saan tayo pwedeng mag-adjust. Because there is a standard that needs to be followed. It also identifies problematic or unacceptable situation. Di ba pag nakita natin na problemado talaga ang isang area na to, isang indicator na to, then we have to have an intervention in order to solve it. Kaya kailangan talaga yung mga indicators. And it should also meet policy directions. Kasi may direksyon ang ating kagawaran. So dapat we will meet with the policy, we will satisfy with the policy so that this indicator will be aligned. So kailangan yung ating performance ng ating paaralan, ng ating division, ng ating regional office should be aligned on the policy directions that is being set. That's why this indicator is very, very important in our department. Kaya dapat lahat ng school heads alam na alam lahat ito. Huwag lang tayong mag-rely sa formula, huwag tayong mag-rely sa ating mga planning officers. Dapat we ourselves as educators or you as principals should know about this because you are the generals in the field. Magsisimula tayo sa access. mayroong tinatawag ditong gross enrollment ratio in early childhood development programs. Ano ibig sabihin nito? So, it indicates the capacity of the school system to prepare children to elementary education. If the ratio approaches 100% or surpassing 100%, it indicates that the school system is able to accommodate all children in the official age group. So there are indicators na susubra yung percentage ng 100, ibig sabihin niyan na-accommodate mo ang mga lahat ng mga children, or pag nag 100% ka or more. The formula for gross enrollment ratio in early childhood development is the preschool enrollment for that school year versus or over the NSO population for age 5 in that school year times 100%. So, kailangan talaga dito updated na data ng NSO. So, dapat there is an updated data because data can give us the correct status of a certain indicator. Sometimes, kinukuha nila yung mga nasa planning office ng isang syudad or isang municipality kasi yung mga NSO data matagal-tagal pa, hindi nila na-update, no? So, kung minsan doon sila kumukuha ng mga data. There are types of indicators. We have access. This is about the expansion of coverage to show the extent of participation of school children in early childhood development programs and in basic education. So, ito yung we will measure the participation of school children. While the efficiency assess the holding power of the school system. So, kung paano nila maho-hold yung mga bata sa kanilang school. And then the quality, measure the effectiveness of basic education provision in terms of learning achievement through examinations. So, yung mga standardized examinations, kadalasan yung National Achievement Test ng national level. Ito yung mga standardized test na kadalasan pinapakita sa atin. So, ito yung tatlo na indicators na gagamitin natin. Although nagsimula na tayo sa yung isang indicator kanina, no? But we will continue. Dapat pala nauna tong slide na ito kaysa kanina. So, the access indicators, we have the participation rate or net enrollment rate. This is the ratio of the enrollment for the age group corresponding to the official school age in the elementary or secondary level to the population of the same age group in a given year. So the formula is the total enrollment for ages 6 to 11 and then the total population that is also ages 6 to 11 times 100%. This is for elementary. And then for secondary, the participation rate is the total enrollment in ages 12 to 17. Take note, naging 17 na yan kasi na tayo ng senior high school. Mayroon na tayong senior high school. Noon hanggang lang yan, 16, di ba? 15. 12 to 15. So, ngayon hanggang 17 na siya because of the existence of the senior high school versus the population age from 12 to 17 also. So, meaning to say, the participation rate is kung ilan yung na-enroll sa iyong paaralan, that is the age bracket for elementary, which is 6 to 11, and then the age bracket for the secondary is 12 to 17. Dapat i-measure mo yan. The denominator should be the total enrollment for that age group. So, for elementary, that is 6 to 11. For secondary, that is 12 to 17. So, dapat may data ka on that. Again, sinasabi ko, yung NSO data, kadalasan, hindi naman updated yan. So, kumukuha sila ng records sa census ng ating city or municipality. Or may ibang division, katulad ng previous division ko, At nagkaroon talaga ng mapping. So, every household na education mapping. So, yun talaga ang raw data na reliable kasi that is existing data. So, I remember when I was in Bislig City Division kasi nasa Agusan del Sur Division ako ngayon. In one instance or in one summer, lahat ng mga teachers nag-conduct ng school mapping, lahat ng household, pinuntahan nila. Tapos binigyan sila ng service credits, no, ng schools division superintendent namin. So, yun talaga ang mas na data. Kaya lang division arrangement lang po 'yon. So the standard says it should be from the NSO. So the gross enrollment rate it is the ratio of the total elementary or secondary enrollment regardless of age to the total age population at the elementary or secondary level. If approaching or exceeding 100%, it means that the school system is able to accommodate all children of school age and over age in school. So, ibig sabihin, you will not anymore consider the age bracket. So, lahat ng mga enrollees mo sa elementary or sa secondary, regardless of their age, over the school age population of the elementary and secondary level. So it should be the total enrollment of all ages for that school year over the total population of, this is for elementary, no, 6 to 11, then 12 to 17 yung sa secondary. This is one, of course, multiplied by 100%. So, you will not anymore count yung nasa school age, kasali na yung mga overage na nasa paralan mo, over the total population. So, that's the gross enrollment rate. So, alam natin ang difference niya sa net enrollment rate. Yun yung sinasabi na GER at NER. So, dito ngayon, nasa NER tayo ngayon. So, for the access, may tinatawag tayong apparent intake rate or gross intake rate. Ito yung total number of new entrants in grade 1, irrespective of age as a percentage of the population of official entry age. So, iba-iba yung mga ages natin na entry sa grade 1. Noon, 7, ngayon 6 na. So, naabutan ko pa yung 7, no? So, ngayon 6 na yung official school age, then 5 yung kindergarten. So, the total number of new grade 1 entrants, irrespective of age, ito yung AIR or GIR or apparent intake rate or gross intake rate. So, total mo yung lahat ng mga enrollees mo sa grade 1, kahit ilan yung nila, edad nila, whether they are on the age na siya, 6 years old na siya, or overage na siya. Hindi naman pwede yung underage kasi bawal yan. Hindi na i-accept sa system yan, sa learner information system. So, over the population age of that area. So, the total grade 1 entrance over the total population age. So, this is what we call as the apparent intake rate or the gross intake rate. So, kailangan malaman natin ito. This is exclusive. This indicator is exclusive for grade 1. So, malaman natin yung percentage ng mga new entrants in grade 1. And then, net intake rate, kanina gross, di ba? Ngayon is net intake rate, is the total number of new entrants in grade 1 who are on the official school entrance age, yung 6 years old, as a percentage to the total population of school age entry. So, yung net, yung talagang official school entrance age. So, in terms of grade 1, nasa 6 siya, di ba? So, i-count mo yon lahat ng 6 years olds over the school entrance age na age 6 sa total population ng isang area. Kasi kanina, regardless yon of age, pwedeng may overage yung gross. Yung intake, yun yung talagang nasa official school entrance age. I hope that it is clear yung what is gross and what is net. Baka malito yung iba kasi it is misleading sometimes if you will not read between the lines. So, kailangan talaga you have to analyze, you have to think most of the time or all the time dito sa ating basic education performance indicators. So, ito yung mga intake rate, the gross intake rate, and the net intake rate. So, anong difference nila? Sa gross intake rate, you will not uh, mind if they are on age or over age, but on the net intake rate, it should be the official entrance age as a percentage of the total population of official age entry also. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng magsi 6 years, ng mga 6 years old, officially on the NSO population, no? Yun yung denominator na gagamitin natin. So, I hope that this indicator on access is clear to all of you. The gross intake rate and the net intake rate. So, ilang ulit ko nang binalik yung mga definitions nila. I hope that you will not get confused on this. Then, for the transition rate, this is the percentage of pupils who graduated from one level of education and move on to the next higher level. So in that case, this is from grade 6 to grade 7. Yung grade 10, hindi naman siya graduation. That is completion ceremony lang naman. Kasi ang graduation talaga ng high school is yung grade 12. So sa elementary, grade 6. Okay? So, this is the percentage of pupils or students who graduated from one level of education and moved to the next higher level. So, the number of students entering year 1 of the secondary education expressed as a percentage of the graduates of elementary education. So, makukumpare mo yung ngayon, yung mga nagpa-enroll ng grade 7 at saka yung mga grade 6 graduates natin. Iti-trace natin kung ano yung transition rate nila. Halimbawa sa isang lugar, elementary, mayroon siyang 40 graduates sa grade 6. Titingnan niya ngayon kung ilan yung nag-enroll sa grade 7 of that the same locality in that barangay, for example, kung ilan yung nag-enroll doon sa grade 7 sa kanila. Kasi baka nasa ibang paaralan siya nag-enroll. Halimbawa, sabihin natin, yung Mount Carmel Elementary School has 40 graduates. So, ilan ba yung nagpa-enroll sa Mount Carmel National High School pag grade 7 nila? So, ang transition. So, kumbaga, alam natin ang ibig sabihin ng transition. Parang from this one level to another, mayroong transition period. So, yun yung transition rate. Minimeasure natin kung ilan ang nakapunta sa from one education level to the next level. So we are going to measure that in terms of transition rate. So I hope this is clear. This is access still. And then for efficiency, we will start with cohort survival rate. This refers, wag malito ha, dahil pare-pareho halos yung mga ginagamit niyang mga indicators. Ang difference lang is yung enrollment saka yung nag-complete siya. Yung cohort survival rate sometimes can be mistakenly defined as completion rate. Kasi pare-pareho yung formula nila. Doon lang nagkakatalo sa word na enrollment. So makikita natin ang completion rate mamaya. So the cohort survival rate refers to the proportion of enrollees at the beginning of a grade level who reach the final grade level. So, yung enrollment niya from grade 1 to grade 6. Okay? So, of the required number of years of study, it assesses the holding power and internal efficiency of the education system. High percentage indicates high degree of survival after the terminal year of the level. So, halimbawa sa elementary, the cohort survival rate is the grade 6 enrollment of that school year versus the grade 1 enrollment 5 years ago. So 5 years ago siya times 100%. So that is the cohort survival rate for elementary level. So you will compare the enrollment for grade 6 against enrollment from grade 1 times 100%. For secondary naman, the enrollment for grade 10 for that school year over the enrollment for grade 7. Bali, 3 years ago. And then iba naman yung sa senior high school. Kasi depende yon sa offerings ninyo. So I hope that cohort survival rate is naintindihan po ninyo yung definition ng cohort survival rate. Let us now proceed to promotion rate. Promotion rate is the percentage of pupils or students of a given year promoted to the next grade or year level the following school year. Wala na tong year, okay, year level pa rin, grade level. So the formula is promotion rate equals the number of promotees of that grade level, okay, versus the enrollment of that school year. So ibig sabihin, kung ang grade 6 mo at the beginning ay 40, no? Ang enrollment mo 40. At ang na-promote mo ay 40 din. So ibig sabihin, the promotion rate is 100%. Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin yan. Halimbawa, kung ang enrollment mo ay 40, pero ang nag-graduate ay 35 lang, so 35 over 40, that is 0.875 times 100. So, your promotion rate is 87.5%. I hope that you got it clear. So, the promotion rate is dependent on your enrollment and the ones that were promoted at that grade level only or section or grade level of that certain school year. So, hindi ka magdadamay ng iba, yun lang talaga ang ibig sabihin ng promotion rate. Kasi, kailangan nating ma-define ito kasi akala nila yung completion rate din at promotion rate pare-pareho. Iba po yun. May naririnig ako mga matataas na mga katungkulan, sasabihin nila, oh, yung completion rate, kung ilan lang yung na-promote nyo over the enrollment, yun yung completion rate. Hindi po yan. Ang ibig niyang sabihin, promotion rate po yun. So parang na-interchange nila, no? Ang ibig sabihin ng promotion rate at saka completion rate. Kasi yung completion rate, magbe-base ka pa rin sa present enrollment mo sa grade 6 from the grade 1 kung ilan yung nag-complete. So, madadaan natin yung completion rate mamaya. So, basta itong promotion rate ay you are referring to the number of enrollment as the denominator and the numerator, yung nasa ibabaw, ay the number of promotees for that school year times 100%. I-divide mo lang yan. So, that is 100%. I hope that it is clear. So, medyo technical tayo ngayon kasi may mga computation, no? Yung mga computation ko, sinasabi ko na lang, hindi ko na sinusulat. So, I hope that you are listening to all of my computations. Very basic lang naman ito. Kahit hindi ka math major, alam mo naman paano mag-divide, alam nyo naman kung saan yung numerator, yung nasa taas ng fraction, at yung denominator nasa baba, at i-multiply natin ng 100%. So, iyan lang ibig sabihin niya. Then, from efficiency still, the repetition rate. So, take note of the word repetition rate. This is the percentage of pupils or students who repeat the same grade or year level the following school year. So, ibig sabihin kung ilan yung nag-repeat. So, ilan yung, kumbaga, umulit sa the same grade level. So, yun yung repetition rate. So, ibig sabihin, the formula of this, the repetition rate, is the number of repeaters for that current school year versus the enrollment for the previous school year. So, ibig sabihin, i-divide lang natin yung repeaters over the enrollment for the last year. So, makikita naman natin yan kung sino yung mga bata na uulit sa kanyang grade level. At alam natin na sila ay repeater. So, that is repetition rate. Then, for retention rate, this is the proportion of pupils or students cohort is still enrolled in the last year of the cycle. So, ibig sabihin, halimbawa sa elementary, grades 2 to 6 na enrollment over grades 1 to 5 na enrollment. So, makikita natin yan kung ano yung holding power ng isang paaralan, the retention rate times 100%. Halimbawa dito sa secondary, enrollment from grade 8 to 10 for that school year. And then, ano yung enrollment niya from grade 7 to 9 for the last school year? So, times 100%. So, ito yung proportion ng students na still enrolled kasi baka nakuna na sila ng mga estudyante. You need to trace all of those. So, from the efficiency still, the simple dropout rate. Oh, this is the percentage of pupils or students who drop from the school within the school year over the number of pupils or students enrolled in the same year. Take note, mayroon tayong simple dropout rate. Mayroon din tayong tinatawag na school leavers rate. Anong difference ng dalawa? Ang simple dropout rate ay i-compute mo lang yung students na nag-drop within that school year over the number of enrollment or enrollees for the next year. O for the same year. The same year. So, ano naman yung school leaver rate? Yung leaver rate or school leaver, yung mga, hindi pala siya rate, school leaver, yun yung mga estudyante, rate pa rin, no? Yun yung mga estudyante na nag-drop ngayon at maaring they were able to finish that school year but failed to enroll for the next school year. So, school leaver ang tawag sa kanila. So, itong simple dropout, yun lang talagang nag-drop within that year over the number of enrolled. That is the simple dropout. Yung school leaver rate ay kasali doon. That is school leaver rate. That includes the simple dropout plus yung mga hindi nag-enroll, maaring they were able to finish that school year, na-promote sila for that school year, pero on the next year, hindi sila nag-enroll. Kaya medyo komplikado ang school leaver rate. So, kaya we will dwell on the simple dropout rate. So, the simple dropout rate is the number of dropouts from grade 1 to grade 6 and the enrollment of grade 1 to grade 6. Halimbawa, kung simpulan na lang natin, may 100 students ka or 100 learners. So, that is the enrollment. Yun yung sa denominator, from grade 1 to grade 6. Halimbawa, multi-grade yung ano mo, no? Paaralan. 100 yung enrollment total. Tapos sa buong paaralan, mayroon kang 5 nag-drop out from grade 1 to grade 6. So, ibig sabihin, 5 over 100 times 100, that is equal to 5%. So, that's your dropout rate. So, that's it. And for the secondary, the dropouts for grade 7 to 10, kung junior high school ka lang, kung mayroon kang senior high school, kasi may mga paaralan sa secondary na hanggang junior high school lang. Kung mayroon kang senior high school, you can do it grade 7 to 12 over the enrollment of that certain grade level. Ang example natin dito ay isang typical na junior high school. Pero kung may senior high school ka, you can count it up to grade 12. So kaya nga, we must be certain on this. Kasi marami-rami pa rin sa paaralan natin sa buong Pilipinas na walang senior high school. So hanggang junior high school lang yung kaya nilang i-offer. That's why hanggang grade 10 lang din yung ika-count mo na dropout rate or simple dropout rate sa iyong paaralan. I hope that it is clear on this. Then the completion rate, o ito na sinasabi ko kanina, this can be mistakenly interchanged with promotion rate, sometimes with cohort survival rate. This is the percentage of first-year entrants in a level of education who finish or complete the level in accordance with the required number of years of study. So the formula is the number of grade 6 graduates over the number of grade 1 enrollment. So, mag-back ka ng 5 years times 100%. Kung kanina ay enrollment, ngayon we will be using the graduates. No? And then, sa enrollment ng grade 1. Sa secondary naman, kung junior high school ka lang, so grade 10 completers, hindi na graduates kasi senior high school na tayo ngayon, over the grade 7 enrollment. So, ito yung completion rate na sinasabi natin. I hope that it is clear. Do not interchange it with cohort survival rate or the promotion rate. So, klarong-klaro po naman yan na minimeasure natin yung mga graduates at completers niya for that certain school. And then, the graduation rate is the percentage of pupils or students who completed the academic requirements for elementary or secondary in the current school year to the number of students or pupils enrolled in a terminal grade level during the same school year. So the formula is the grade 6 graduates for that school year over the grade 6 enrollment for that school year. For secondary, if you have senior high school, of course, the grade 12 graduates over the grade 12 enrollment. So that is very, very clear. That is graduation rate. Grade 6 lang siya at saka grade 12 kasi graduation. Okay, yung example dyan, noon pa yan na hanggang grade 10 lang, no? So, that is grade 12. And then, ito yung mga quality indicators natin. Kadalasan, ito yung ginagamit natin na quality indicators, yung mga mean percentage score, or it is the percentage of correctly answered items in a test. So, yun yung mga ginagamit natin, mga NPS. At kadalasan, yun yung mga, we will compute it to all quality indicators that we have. The example of this is the National Achievement Test, the NAT, by the Bureau of yung BEA ngayon, yung BEA, hindi na siya sa NTRC. Hindi ko din na-update yan. No? So, sa BEA na siya. So, yung educational assessment. So, I hope that you learn a lot from these basic indicators. And as I have said, these are basic for a certain school head to know about the basic education performance indicators, the key performance indicators from your school, from the division, from the region, and from the national. I hope that the principals will take time to review all of these indicators kasi kasali ito sa domain, isa sa mga domain sa Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. Talagang kasali ito, yung mga key performance indicators. This is a must for every school head to know all of this as a basic requirement for you to become an effective school head. Kasi yung mga intervention mo, galing yan sa mga data na nakukuha mo sa mga performance indicators. So halimbawa, dito sa quality indicators, sa paralan mo lang mismo, may MPS ka na sa mga achievement rate. Alam natin na achievement rate by subject. So alam mo kung anong subject, no, sa quality indicators. Kung ano yung medyo kulelat. alam mo rin kung ano yung subject na performing well comparing to the national standard. So, mayroon pang mga quality indicators that is present in your respective schools. Kasi halimbawa, yung mga achievement test ninyo, kukuha kayo ng mga MPS niyan. So, and that MPS will represent a certain numerical value for a certain subject. That is why we can compare the the different subjects of who are those subjects who are performing well and who are those subjects who are not performing well. And for other indicators, halimbawa yung dropout, nakikita natin yung simple dropout. Kailangan natin ng data ng simple dropout. You do it, himay-himayin mo yan by section. So nakikita mo kung sinong section ang mataas ang dropout. So anong ginagawa ng class advisor. So yung cohort survival or yung completion rate, the school as a general, anong nangyayari ng ginagawa ng school sa overall standing natin. So kailangan, it is a must for a school head to know all of this because you are school head. You are the steward of that certain school. And you must do it with utmost efficiency and effectiveness. I hope that I am clear with this. This is one of the major function of a school head to know about the key performance indicators from your school. And besides all of this, we can have action research. Pwede nating pasukan ng action research kung ano yung mga problema. What are those problems na kailangan ng intervention? Pwede nating i-research. So pag may research na, pwede nating gawan ng offshoot intervention. No? And then kung after that one sa yung research, may intervention ka na, pwede ka pa rin mag-offshoot from that intervention. So, ganun po magtrabaho dapat ang isang school head. So, it should be based on the data, it should be based on the facts, so that your intervention will also be relevant to the weakness of the school. Kasi, yung iba, gagawa na ng intervention, gagawa ng innovation kumbaga, pero hindi siya pasok, hindi siya swak kung ano talaga ang need ng school. So, kailangan all of these performance indicators, kailangan isaulo kasi nandyan nakasalalay ang progress ng isang paaralan. Kumbaga, tuhog ba yung mga intervention or innovations na ibinigay mo sa iyong paaralan? So, kung hindi, dapat mong mag-study ka kasi dapat yung mga intervention mo tuhog sa mga needs nila. So, paano mo makuha ang needs nila? The key performance indicators will tell you that your school need to focus on a certain area. So I hope that you learn a lot from this encounter, and this can help you as you brace and prepare yourself for the incoming principal's test. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to Hector Macalalag Leadership Channel. Sana huwag nyo palaging skip yung mga ads. That's your favor to me. Sana hayaan nating mag-play yung ads paminsan-minsan lang naman. So, thank you very much for watching. You can share this video to all your friends, especially those who are preparing for the principal's examination or the national qualifying examination for school heads. Hindi natin alam kung matutuloy ba siya this year because of our current situation, but maigi na yung mag-prepare kasi talagang may move na yung Principal's Test Committee. Thank you very much and may God bless you.